Hi everyone, it's me Roller. So today I'm excited to bring you guys this video because it is the first episode of my new series. This series is going to be a CC masterclass. I've noticed that there are people who are new to The Sims 3 and don't really know where to start when it comes to CC and mods. So yeah, I hope this video will be helpful for you guys. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing I want to teach you guys, and I want to make a quick disclaimer. I live right next to the road, so if you hear like trains and like really loud cars, because I apologize for that, and I hope it's not too distracting. But let's get right into it. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is obviously download your mods folder. So in order to do that, you're going to need something to extract your mods folder with. Something that can unzip your mods folder, because when you download your mods folder, it will be in a zip file and you're going to need to unzip it in order to put it in your game. So I use WinRAR, and here it is right here. And WinRAR is free. It says you have to pay, but you never really do. You can use it for however long you want to. It does give you a free trial. The only reason I would see to pay is if you're tired of the little pop-ups you get when you open WinRAR, but that doesn't really faze me as much, so I don't pay for it. It's completely free. And yeah, so we are on WinRAR, and this is how you're going to extract your mods folder, and some mods that you will download will also require this if they're in zip files. So what you want to do is download either a 64-bit or a 32-bit. And how you can check which one to download is by going to your settings and checking what your system type is. Mine is a 64-bit, so I've obviously downloaded a 64-bit version of WinRAR, but you can also download a 32-bit if your PC runs on 32-bit. So after you've downloaded WinRAR, you're going to come here to Mod The Sims, and everything that I'm talking about in this video will be linked in the description below. You're going to come to Mod The Sims, and you are going to download your mods folder. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit right click on this download right here, and then you're going to hit save link as. I'm going to save it somewhere you know you can find it. So after you do that, you're going to unzip it, and then you're going to extract your mods folder into your documents, electronic arts, and the Sims 3 folder. And then your mods folder should end up there. So after you've extracted it, you should go to electronic arts, the Sims 3, and it should be right here. And yours should look exactly like mine. Your cache, overrides, and packages should all be there, and your resource CFG should be there. Do not, and I cannot stress this enough, do not delete your resource CFG file, because this is really important. If you delete this, your game is gonna like crash like every 2 seconds. So do not delete your resource CFG file. So after you've done all that, you're obviously gonna have your packages folder. Yours is probably gonna be empty, and yours is probably gonna have the resource CFG file in here, but I just moved mine out of it. Yours is probably gonna have just that in your folder. Mine obviously has a bunch of CC in here. So yeah, after you do that, you can now start downloading the mods that you want. So let's get right into downloading sliders. So we are on a slider master list page. Now I use 2 slider master list pages, one by Shockshame and another one by EuroMut. I think that's right. By EuroMut. So the first one I use is Shockshame. This is where I got most of my mods from, and I use EuroMut for like sliders I've never like seen before. So these are some really good sliders, and I suggest you download all of them because they're really good. And I'm just going to download one, even though I have them all in my game. If I do, I actually might put my sliders folder up for download, because sliders are really hard to come by. And I know it's kind of breaking terms of use, but sliders are really hard to come by, and a lot of times they are deleted. So I feel like it's for a good cause. So Shockshame and EuroMut is where I get most of my sliders. One Year Mud and Shawshank are both very organized with it, and I think they do a really good job with organizing the sliders. So now that I have showed you guys sliders, and you can pick out what sliders you want from like anything. Like One Year Mud has like almost everything on here, and so does Shawshank. Once you picked out the sliders you want and you put them inside your mods folder, I'm going to show you guys another mod that is very useful in Cast. So in Creative Sim, you can't really zoom in that close to the Sim's face. And that has always irked me because you could like be putting like eyes or something on your sim and you can't really see it because the camera would be so far back. Like it would be like so far away from your sim's face, and it would be very frustrating, especially when I was trying to see what something looked like on my sim. So the zoom in Cast camera mod is really good for it. You can zoom in to like anything, as close as you want, as close as it makes you. And I use this one for pets and Sims. So if you guys want to use it, I suggest you guys use it because it is really good mod to have. So now that I've established those mods, I'm going to head into game and show you some of the sliders and show you how to activate them and show you how the zoom in camera mod works. Okay, you guys, it is me, Roller, and it is the next day. And if I'm talking a little bit different, it's because I have my retainers in. So I'm talking with a little bit of lisp. I apologize, you guys, but I'm going to be continuing this masterclass today. So I forgot to mention a really important mod that you need to use in order to activate your Creative Sim settings, aka also activate your sliders. And that mod is called NROS Master Controller. And I will leave it linked in the description box below for you guys to download it because it is really important and it's really something you need for Creative Sim. Not only does it help activate your settings, but it can also help your Creative Sim run a little bit faster. So I want you guys to go download that mod right now, and then we will continue the tutorial and I will show you guys how to activate your sliders in game. Okay guys, so we are currently in game right now and we have Jay on our screen, and he will be helping us demonstrate how to activate your sliders. So what you want to do is you want to click on your sim, go to NROS, Master Controller, and then you want to go to Settings, Cast, and they'll bring up all your Creative Sim settings. Here are my settings. If you guys want to pause and copy them down, here are all my settings on the screen. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to scroll down and you want to find something called Slider Multiple Body and Slider Multiple Facial. These are what activates your sliders. These are what basically how high you want. I don't know how to describe it, but it's basically like a number is how high you want them to be, how strong you want the sliders to be. Like obviously if you would put them at a higher number other than 6, it would be very dramatic and everything. So I just keep it at 6 because 6 is kind of like my sweet spot for sliders, and it's kind of just like the perfect number I think for facial sliders. And for body sliders, I just put 3, so half of what 6 is. So all you do is you hit it, you type in however high you want them to go, and then you click check or enter. And then it will pop up over here. Multiple facial sliders is now set to 6. So after that, you just click check. And then you want to go to NROS Master Controller again, Advanced Editing Cast. We are in Cast, let me just exit out of this. So now we are in Creative Sim, and there's another way you can activate your sliders in Creative Sim as well. If you right click on these 3 dots right here, it will also bring up your NROS settings. If you don't want to do it the other way, you can just head into Cast and right click on the 3 dots and it will have a, it will bring up your settings. So now that we're in Creative Sim, we're just going to I'm just going to demonstrate how some of the sliders look for you guys. And yeah. Okay, so now we are in the facial sliders. And these sliders work for everything. If you download some custom sliders and you can't find them, a lot of times body sliders will be in the lip area. So like breast or butt like sliders, or like thigh or hip sliders will be in the lip area. If you guys were wondering if you can't see them, they will usually be in the lip area. So to demonstrate some of it, like the brow thickness, even though you can't see Jay's brows, so I was find a different one. Also, when you have sliders, it will show the numeric value. I usually have it turned off because I don't really care for it, but mine is turned on currently, and it will show you the numeric value of your sliders. Okay, so right here I have a slider I'm going to demonstrate to you guys. It's a hollow cheek slider, and if I put it all the way down, it would look like this, very crazy. And if I put it all the way up, it would look like that, very crazy. And my slider is only set to 6, which I said are the sweet spot, so you don't need to set them any higher than 6. If you just slightly move it down, because you don't really need to do much with these sliders, if you slightly move it down, it will make a little bit of a difference, if you guys can see. Which I actually like that better than the original way Jay's face looks. It will make a very slight difference. And like I said, body sliders are usually found in lips, so I'm going to demonstrate a body slider for you guys. This is butt. Oh. I know I made Jay low-key kind of thick. Hold on. I didn't know I did that. Oh. So this is a butt rotating slider, and it basically just does what it says. It rotates the butt. So, you know, he can be, you know, shaking that ass or not. So it will basically rotate your Sim's butt, basically what it said, to make it look more, I guess, out there. I'm not really sure how to fucking explain it, but I guess it'll make your Sim's butt looks more, I'm not sure, but it'll make your Sim's butt look better. And this is a butt shape slider, which will basically make your Sim's butt look bigger. Good Lord. Sliders in the Sims here are so funny. I like to do calf sliders a lot. It just makes your calves look thicker, and I usually use those for my male Sims. For my female Sims, I use them too, but I like to use them to make their thighs match your butt. to make the thighs match your butt. Which I like my male Sims that have real thick thighs, but they look kind of weird. They look sometimes weird, especially when they're wearing certain type of pants. So I really don't like to try to overdo it on the thigh width. But with Jay, it kind of looks good. It matches his calves. It matches his calves really well. So these are some sliders. I would like to say that some sliders are only enabled for certain genders of Sims. So like, let's say if you download a slider and it only can work on a male Sim, or it can only work on a female Sim. Sometimes it will tell you that it only works for a female Sim or a male Sim. Like on some lip sliders, hang on. Right here, it says Hermie lip shape, young adult female. It will only work on a female Sim. It will not work on a male Sim. But there are some lip sliders that will work on both, like this lip shape slider, which will work on both male and female Sims. Not me recreating Jay during his tutorial because he looks better. Because he looks better. Okay, so yeah, some sliders will only be enabled for female Sims and some will only be enabled for male Sims, but you can find a lot of sliders that are enabled for both male and female Sims. Like, let me find this one slider. Slider is only available for male Sims. It will not work on female Sims. Yeah. Oh yeah, you also have sliders for height. So if you want your Sims to be taller, which I usually make my Sims taller, I think my shortest Sim is Hermione, but I love for my Sims to be quite tall. But you also have sliders for height, and I use 2 sliders for height. There's one that can be found in the nose section. And this is the one I prefer to use because if you go down lower, it can make a really, really short Sim, or if you go all the way up, it can make a really tall Sim, and he looks like Slender Man. or the Thin Man from Little Nightmares. But those are some of the sliders, you guys. Like I said, everything will be linked in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it probably sucked. I'm not really good at explaining things, but I really wanted to do this video because, like I said, there are a lot of people who are new to The Sims 3 and really don't know where to start when it comes to custom content and creating Sims. So I just really wanted to try my best to be helpful. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys all so much.